Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining and sea. Want to welcome you back to Ham Radio Live, where the world comes to talk radio. Good show today.
End of the spring, and here she comes back. Hi, 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 hi there.
Keeping up with our summer song themes this week.
Them summer days.
And this is a good one. Thanks for the request.
Oh, summer days.
Little hot fun in the summertime. Oh, yeah. It's good stuff.
That's when I have most of my fun back. Hi, 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 hi there. Them summer days, those summer days. I cry nights when I want to. Out of school, yeah. County fair in the country sun. Honey, everything is true. Oh yeah. Fun in the summertime. Fun in the
Little Sly and the Family Stone. This is good stuff. Wherever you may be in this great big world of ours, happy Thursday. It's August 4th, 2022, and away we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Shack in Oregon. A very happy Thursday to you, Friday, west of the dateline. It's good to see you guys. Hopefully a fun show today. We're going to do amateur extra license exam questions and answers. A really cool long-distance QSO made with a really small loop antenna called the Wonderloop. That's courtesy of Chris, 2 Echo Zero Union Kilo Hotel, and your comments around the world. I'd like to welcome you to Ham Radio Live today. Today's a big day for CQ calling powered by Icom. Icom for the love of ham radio all over the world on WRMI shortwave. Hawaii, South Pacific, Australia, New Zealand already had the show at 0815 UTC on 7780 kilohertz. Europe, North Africa, the Middle East have the show twice. First today, it's coming up here in about an hour, well, a half hour, I guess now, 2015 UTC on 15770 kilohertz, and again tomorrow at 2115 UTC on 7730 kilohertz. North America has a show tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 9395 kilohertz is the frequency for that, and the Caribbean, Central, and South America get CQ calling tonight, 8:15 Eastern on 9955 kilohertz, and that show also is simulcast on the internet stream at www.wrmi.net. If you work the show, you get an EQSL card. Love to give it to you. Yep. Here's a copy of the one that went to Nikolai in Romania this week, so we'd love to have you get an EQSL card for watching the show on listening to the show on WRMI. Interesting to watch the show. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting, right? We want to help you get your amateur radio license. Contact a big club like the American Radio Relay League, www.arrl.org. Hit the Contact Us bar. Let them know where you're located. They'll send an email back your way. Has an amateur radio club close to you in it. Get to know them. They'll tell you about amateur radio and help you get licensed. www.arrl.org. We have a show email at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com and a wonderful Discord community that I love like crazy. Yep, it's at ham-radio-live. There'll be a comment right in the comment section below here of this video. There'll be a link to it, so you can join us there. Today's topic question. It is going to be a very good one. I hope you enjoy it. And that's not the question. It's right here. It is a Tell Me Something Good Thursday. So tell me something good happening in your life, and we will make sure and make it part of the show.
Tell me something good.
First, let's get into the weather today. The weather today is powered by Icom. Icom for the love of ham radio. We'll get into your first, seconds, and thirds just in a moment. Not in a meal plan either, not first, seconds, and thirds. Because if that's the case, I'm always going to be first on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Always first. Yeah. Anyway, today's weather, we've got good stuff coming. We really do. You can see it on the sun. So we have good conditions coming your way here for this weekend. And you can see it there if you look carefully, right about between 9 and 10 o'clock. You see two different sunspot regions that are growing, and those are going to be impacting us at least by Sunday. So we should start seeing even better SFI numbers coming by Sunday, just simply because those sunspot regions will be on the front side of the sun, giving us a little bit of propagation help. You can see one of them in this square right here. It's squared off, and that's where we see that coming in. Another one, by the way, is at about 10 o'clock. Here's a coronal hole map, and today it's given us a little bit of high solar wind. Not bad. It hasn't been crazy today, but we have had a negative BZ latitude, and then it goes positive, and it goes negative. It's just one of those days, that's all. So good conditions are coming, and today's a good day, by the way, especially if you're going to work like 20 meters. 20 meters just works so good, especially at dark. Oh my gosh, right at sunset. 5 days of the magnetosphere view of the sunspots going around the sun. Here we go as we progress through those 5 days, kind of see how things work. And there we are today, your 3-day geomagnetic forecast from the sun. Solar flare detection, we almost had another M flare yesterday, midday. And today, we're just kind of peaking up a little bit. You see how that baseline's coming up? That's good news. That means that SFIs are sure to rise. SFI currently 100. It's up 2 from yesterday. Sunspot number 37, up 6 from yesterday. Area number is at 300. That's up 20 from yesterday. KP index, this is your noise floors. A little quiet. K2 is just the end of the quiet scale, so we still have good nighttime conditions for you and good daytime conditions as well. 3-day geomagnetic forecast. We've got 3 days of good low noise floors. Yep, that's going to be good. So working on the 40 and 80 meter band between static crashes, you'll get some good calls in. Here's your QRZ conditions right now. SFI is 100. Solar number is 31. A-index is at 8. It's getting a little elevated. That's because of the coronal holes facing us right now. K-index is at 2. BZ latitude positive now, 0.6. Solar wind is down to 398.8 kilometers per second. You see 6 meter and I believe 4 meter is open as well. But anyway, they're not listing here. 6 meter E-skip. I think you get on 4 as well if you're in Europe. High MUF skip on 2 meters today. HF band conditions are right there. I think they're awful close. I don't know that we get all the way to the 12 meter band here in the north. Kilo Charlie 2 Golf map. This is current. Right now in Anchorage, you're at 16 megahertz. Fairbanks about the same. 20 megahertz U.S.-Canadian border. If you're north of there, you're at 19. So you'll be able to work the 17 meter band. Not quite yet on 15. 21 megahertz down in Southern California. 22 Panhandle of Florida. So you see, that's kind of the area of where 15 is. It's in the south. 20 megahertz right now. Great Lakes 20 as well in New England. Heading down towards South America. In the southern part of Venezuela, 28. North Brazil, 29. In Sao Paulo, 26. In Europe, 18 megahertz. If you're in Great Britain, 20 in France. 19 southern Sweden. 22 Sicily. Heading towards the Middle East. 21 megahertz right now. If you're in the Far East, waking up in Tokyo, you're still on 20 meters. Look at that. 14 megahertz as they wake up in Tokyo right now. 15 megahertz near Canberra in Australia, and a good day for the folks in the south, especially north. If you're north of Brisbane in Australia, you're going to get the 12 and 10 meter band. Here's your ham and shortwave forecast for today, powered by Icom. Icom, for the love of ham radio. Stable conditions through Saturday. That's good. SFIs will continue to increase through Saturday as well. Noise floors to decrease late today and stay about S0 to S1 at times through Saturday night. Voice bands in the north, 20, 17, and 15. You'll get 12 and 10 in the southern part of the northern hemisphere, but you gotta be south. And what does south mean? Well, south means most likely south of about 40 degrees, maybe 38 degrees south. Right in there, you'll start getting the 10, 12 meter band. People in the mid latitudes, that's tropic to tropic, 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. Same for the south if you're north of 40, right about 30 degrees. So if you're north of 30 degrees south, so 30 degrees south going northward in the southern hemisphere, 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. If you're south of 30 degrees, you're just going to miss 12 and 10, that's all. CB radio skip, northern hemisphere closed today, open in the mid and south latitudes. Data modes 30 to 10 meters north, mid, and south latitudes. Nighttime tonight in the amateur radio bands, noise floors to stay low through Saturday night. That's good news. Nighttime ham band openings 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30. Best DX, maximum usable frequency at sunset. Then work your lower bands, and 20 meters should be on your menu because it works great. Then work lower bands until you reach 40 and 80 meters later on. Shortwave bands during the day 31, 25, 22, and 19 meters. Shortwave nighttime bands, low noise floors tonight. Look for good conditions on 120, 90, 75, and 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22, and the 19-meter band open and shining bright about 2 hours after sunset, and your signals will fade away. Today's solar ranking is a 6. We've got good days coming. We still need a higher SFI and a whole lot more sunspots. Want to welcome you to the show wherever you may be. Happy Thursday, everybody. Nice to see you today. Thanks for coming to Ham Radio Live. Let's find out who the heck is first, second, and third.
Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
First time it's happened too, and I'm grateful it's a friend. We're going all the way to the Valley of the Sun. Red Summit RF, that's Charlie, November Juliet 7, Victor. Give him a big, big beat. Hi, Charlie. Hey, bud, you did it first. Well done, mate. That's awesome. Great YouTube channel. November Juliet 7, Victor. Charlie, it's great to see you. Hope you and your wife are well there in Phoenix area. Number 2 from Ireland, Kevin O'Doublehand. Welcome, mate. He was that close. Almost got it. Number 2. Well done, Kev. Good evening to you there in Ireland. I hope things are well for you and your family, my friend. Thanks for joining us today. Coming in third, look at this. Cliff Bolts from the Commonwealth of Virginia. Whiskey Delta 4 Oscar Bravo Papa. Give him a big old yay. Yay! Andy Cowley, and he comes in with, Andy, you put down F. No! I think you meant first. That's okay. You tried. Good call. Nice to see you. Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Union Charlie. Ron, you honor me. Thanks for coming. Has a great YouTube channel. Ron, thank you for coming to the show today. William, Akron, Ohio, Alpha Delta 8, India Tango, cool call sign, and welcome, sir. Wow, nice group. Dwight Hitchens, my shortwave mate. We're going to talk about what Dwight sent me. That wasn't planned, but it worked out pretty good, doggone it. I'm really excited to share it with you. So, Dwight, thank you for sending me what you did in the mail. That's good. Good stuff. Art Grabentz, welcome. What's up with you? Nice to see you. Whiskey 5 Alpha Tango Kilo is here. Welcome, Art. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Rob, also from Arizona, November 7, Tango Tango Alpha. Winan, all the way from the continent of Africa, is here. Hi, Winan. Namibia, to be precise. Hi, Winan. Good evening. Thanks for joining us today on the show. My brother Bob, courtesy of WIFI, is here. Andy Kelly, 2 Romeo Echo Echo. And I think we got some more. Yeah, Casey is also here. Arizona coming in really strong today. Whoa. Hey, Larry, great day in Phoenix. Casey's call sign, Kilo Charlie 7, Alpha Bravo Charlie, and Charlie in Red Summit RF. Great job, man. You did it. First place. That's pretty darn cool. That's a good thing. Stian Bjørsvik, who usually comes in first, he's got it now 8 times. Remarkable. Lima Alpha 5, Lima Tango Alpha, welcome. All the way from Norway. It's a long ways away, man, from Oregon. Well, Andy, Mike 7, X-Ray Tango Tango. Larry, got my hex beam today and got the rotator Monday, so our contacts are getting closer. Very cool, Andy. That'll be fun. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to making contact with you and with everyone here. Absolutely. You guys said that a lot about me making contact with me. I didn't say it yesterday, and I felt bad. It'd be an honor to make a contact with anyone in this channel. That would make my day. Always does when someone from the channel makes a call with me on the radio. It's a lot of fun. Winan, the man from the Wild West, is back with his pet lion.
Tell me something good.
I'll just thinking something good, Winan. There you go. Sam, welcome back. His call sign, Kilo Mike 4, Echo Echo Oscar. Always a pleasure, Sam. Thanks for coming. Good group. Charlie, Red Summit RF bands today have been great. Chasing a bunch of soda POTA on sideband. That's a tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
Great job, Charlie. That's great. Yeah. Bands have been 20 has been phenomenal. He has 17 as well. Coming in from Bahrain, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. That is Tom, and that is continent number 4. Welcome, Tom. Nice work, man. And Andy, that's cool on the hex beam. That's great. Andy New, Mike 7, Charlie Union November joins us as well from UK. Nice to have you. Rudolph Smith, Papa Delta 2, Sierra Romeo, Sierra. I think I got it. Did I get it? I think so. It's getting harder to remember everybody's call sign where they're from. Rudolph joins us from Holland. It's great to have you, Rudolph. Thank you for coming. Ron in Canada, Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Union Charlie. Something good. Planning to do a POTA activation. Tried last week, found my coax was bad and didn't have a backup with me. Well, you're going out you're doing POTA. That's a good thing.
Tell me something good.
Yeah, it's a good thing. That's good. You know, on the guests on Saturday. Okay, it's time for a Larry moment.
And now, a Larry moment.
Yeah, all right. So on Saturdays, right, we have the guests, right? We do the show guests. I wanted to keep a couple, like at least a few Saturdays in August for myself so I could do some POTA work because I like doing Parks on the Air, but I just don't get a chance to get out because I'm doing YouTube stuff. So this is coming up my Saturday. I'm excited to do that. That's my something good.
Tell me something good.
We got a little POTA activation this week myself. That'll be fun. Ron, I hope we can work each other. That would be good. Andy New, something good. Another loop antenna ordered along with another Digimode box for FT8 and digital mode. Oh, Andy. That's great stuff, man. Wow. You see what Chris is doing with the Wonderloop? Unbelievable. Theodore, welcome. That's UK. Welcome from Great Britain. 2 Echo Zero Golf India Yankee. Always a pleasure. Thanks for coming. We'll also have amateur extra license questions today. Should be a good day. Charlie says, stable conditions through Saturday. Great. I'll be operating from a 10-point soda summit most of Saturday. Looking for contacts. Should be good for you, Charlie. Should be really good conditions. And he's going to be recording that, too. That's going to be great. Roger McKeon joins us with Molly Spokane. Washington is here. Kilo Juliet 7, Lima X-Ray, and K9. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you. Nice group today. Rudolph Smith, something good. I got 2 filters for the radio. This is Yaesu FTDX 9000. Whoa. The big hitter, Rudolph. Whoa. Okay, so I got to ask, because I like that radio a lot. I do. Is it the MP? Is it the contest? Is it the D? Which one do you have? Love to know and love to see a photo of it too. That's a great radio. Love that transceiver. Welcome, Plasma Storm. That's William in Jacksonville. November 5 Echo Victor Victor. I think the other William is here too. Yes. Good to see you, buddy. Happy Thursday. It's nice to have you. Everything working good with the shack that you're building up again? I'm so glad that's coming together. That's a good thing. You know, that really is. Let's see. Theodore, what's the best ham radio clock? Is it some specific with weather, sunspots map, or a single clock or set of clocks like at stock market? You know, this is the one I use a lot. It's right behind me here. It is. It's made by MFJ. And it works great. It's the MFJ. My eyes are bad. Sorry. MFJ 148 RC. So it's gonna, come in off of, your time station there in the UK, and it's gonna keep perfect time. Works great for me. I really like it. But in terms of sunspots and so forth, you just have to kind of check the internet on that, Theodore. Good question. All right, I think we got everybody. I hope so. Nope, North Boston, New York is here. Scott, Charlie, bless your heart. Kilo Tri 2, Charlie Alpha Delta. Better late than never. That's what I always say.
Where's the kaboom?
Oh, gosh.
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Yeah. Welcome, Scott. And Tom catches it too. That FT9000 is a monster. Nice. Yeah, no kidding. Salutations, Captain Larry. Hello, everyone in the group. That's Aaron Lutz joining us from Canada. Victor Echo 5 Lima Golf. Welcome to you, my friend. Boy, this is great. Moses now from Sweden joins us. He says, glad to have made it back to the show. I'm glad you're here as well, Moses. Thank you. Wow. Kevin O'Doublehand from Ireland. Nice comment. He's something good. Joining yourself and the rest of our family here.
Tell me something good.
That's very nice, Cap. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. It's very, very nice. Nice to say that. And there he is. We're going to play one of his videos today. That's Chris, Digital Analog Ham. 2 Echo Zero, Union Kilo Hotel. Wait till you see what he does with his Wonderloop. Seriously. It's unbelievable. The contact he makes is incredible. Really is. Chris, great job, man. I poached it off your YouTube channel. I hope that's okay, right?
Roads?
Right?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Speaking of that, I have a third trivia question for you today. And it's not amateur radio related. It's going to be about trivia, like pop trivia. I really hope you enjoy the little change to the show. Yeah, it'll be fun. Tom in Bahrain. I have got to get used to you being back in back in Bahrain again. It's killing me, Tom. No! Jeez. If I make that mistake one more time, I swear. He says, while in Bulgaria, I worked a POTA station getting more popular in Europe, and that is true. Parks on the Air, like digital modes, is growing huge in amateur radio right now. I mean, it's getting big now, and it's one of the most popular modes there is to do, things to do in amateur radio. I mean, take your radio out to a park and make calls. And there are so many park hunters out there as well. Tom, you're right. It's big. It's getting really big. Andy News says, I have a Wonderloop. It's a great little antenna. We'll talk about that today. I hope you enjoyed that part. Ron says, in Canada, Larry, hope to work you too. That'll be his first POTA activation. That's cool. That's cool. We're also going to talk about the Parks on the Air Awards. That's coming up on Friday. Hope you enjoyed that. Coming from Georgia, it's Avery, Kilo 4, Victor Romeo Yankee. Welcome. And behind her is Lil Sis, Jenna, November 4, Juliet Echo Hotel. If I just said Lil Sis, it should be Big Sis. You have my apologies. But you're here. I'm grateful. Good to see you, Jenna. Jenna's my friend. She'll like, see after the show, right? I try to go in Discord for maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and it usually goes longer than that, right? It's a way that we can spend time and chat versus just do it this way, right? It's a little more time. Anyway, so I'm in there, and I'll usually just pop in there while I'm putting the tags in the description of the video and all that stuff, you know, on YouTube. And I'll just be in the room. I'll just be listening in voice chat. And then, and there is Jenna saying, Larry, you're here alone again. I feel bad for you. So bless your heart. Thank you for that, Jenna. Very nice. Very nice. It is the D. Wow. You know, I don't know what that means, but if it's good, that must be a tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
Rudolph Smith. Papa Delta. 3 Sierra Romeo Sierra, I think. I hope so. Scott Dog, what's the best satellite tracker for iOS? There's a question. I don't do that on my iPhone, so I don't know. Somebody does know it. You have an iPhone, right? And you need a satellite tracker. You use it, right? Put it in the comment section. Help Scott Dog. Good. That'd be good. Chris in the UK just bought a new radio. I made a mistake and sold mine. No, that's not a good thing. Well, it is kind of. You just bought a new radio, which is cool. Is it a handheld? Or is it something else? Let me know. Yeah. And you know I think the world of you, Chris. I really do. I'm excited to show your video. I really am. Papa Charlie 4 Alpha Delta Konnichiwa, and same to you, my friend. I'm just glad I could say that on the fly like that. And thank you for my clip of the Wonderloop. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I do good and make it good. And this is good. YL Reza is on 14183. If you want to work Reza, go ahead. Do it. Yeah. That's a good thing. Also, remember, Youth on the Air Month going on. Lots of youth. And there'll be camps, too. So try and work a youth this month. It'll be a lot of fun. Froggy Plays. Hi, Big Daddy. Hello to you, too. Welcome. Nice to have you. Thanks for being here. Will Myers from Wisconsin. Kilo Alpha 8 Golf Video Mike. Hi, Larry, all. Still working, so I can't stay, but wanted to say hi to everyone. Hey, Thursday, all. Welcome. Thank you, William.
Tell me something good.
That's good. Injustice again. Look at Holland. Pop Alpha 0 Romeo November Hotel. Welcome to the show. I think we got everybody. Nope, Kevin, too, from Iowa. Can't stay just in and out. Have a great show. Thank you, Kev. Thank you, mate. Good to have you. I think we got everybody here. No, here we go. Chris, the radio he sold was a 7300. I made a mistake. I bought another one. They said, that's not a mistake. Then you did fine. You got it right. You did it. Charlie, well, I wish I could make contact with William. Nothing heard with my S9 noise floor. Dang neighbor's solar controller. That is not good. No! That is not good. These solar controllers can really mess you up. All right, guys, we're going to talk today about the Amateur Extra license, top level license in the States, and you can get this. Look, if you're a general, right, and you've got radio experience, you have so much of a leg up. And there's 2 reasons for it. Number 1, you already have time on the radio, right? You've used one. So you have an idea how radio works, okay? Number 2, you already know the answers to the technician in general. And a lot of those questions kind of filter themselves in here and there on the Amateur Extra. Plus, don't forget, instead of missing 8, you can now miss 13. The Amateur Extra license today, powered by HemTest Online. It's the software that knows you. Online courses for the 3 amateur radio exams. Ham Bites today will be for Amateur Extra. Find them on www.hamtestonline.com. Question number 1. And we've had this before, and I want to help you with a little trick answer. All right. Which point in figure E5-1 best represents the impedance of a series circuit consisting of a 300 ohm resistor and an 18 microhenry inductor at 3.505 megahertz. Notice there are two threes here. Okay, I know there's two ones too, but look at the threes. That's the answer. If you get the 300 ohm, the number 3, and the 3 at 3.505, because I totally stunk at these things. No! But I'm just telling you a trick on this one. If you answer 0.3, you will have this one right. Okay? You will. I was bad at this. I was. I'm not tremendously great at math, so, there you go. Question 2. How many dangerous levels of carbon monoxide from an emergency generator can be detected? How many dangerous levels? Excuse me. The only way to really test for carbon monoxide is to have a carbon monoxide detector. That's the truth. You can't smell it. It's odorless. It really is. And what happens is, before you know it, you've already become affected with it. And you start to feel cramps. You start to feel tired real quick. And you go to sleep and you don't wake up. That's why this is important to know the answer to this. So the question here, how many dangerous levels of carbon monoxide from an emergency generator be detected? The answer is only with a carbon monoxide detector. That's it. If you have a carbon monoxide detector, which your house should, right? Make sure the battery's good. Change the battery every year. That's what they recommend with smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. Change out that battery every year. Yeah, may say 10 years on it, but just change it out every year so it works right and doesn't start chirping you and waking you up in the middle of the night. No! That's terrible. Yeah, so we just did ours. So that's why I know. And the doggone batteries now, $19 a piece. Oh my gosh. Anyway, next question. Sorry. What is the characteristic of a switching electronic voltage regulator? Okay. There's 4 answers here. The control device's duty cycle is changed to produce a constant average output voltage. That's the correct answer. But the other ones look plausible, especially number 3. Okay, take a look at number 2. The resistance of a control element is varied in direct proportion to the line voltage or load current. No. The number 3rd one sounds really plausible. It is generally less efficient than a linear regulator. Yeah, okay. That might be plausible, right, to a person. And number 4, it gives a ramp voltage at its output. The answer again, the control device's duty cycle is changed to produce a constant average output voltage. If you answer that way, you'll have it correct. That's the correct answer again. It has to do with duty cycle at a constant average output. All right. Next one, and this one, we're all going to have a play along. So it's going to be an all in. So join us here around the world. Question, and we're going to ask you to answer it for us here. What is an advantage of placing a grounded electrostatic shield around a small loop direction finding antenna? All right. Okay, here's your 4 answers. Here's your four possible answers. Okay. Is it number 1, it adds capacitive loading, increasing the bandwidth of the antenna? Is it number 2, it eliminates tracking errors caused by strong out-of-band signals? Is it 3, it eliminates unbalanced capacitive coupling to the surroundings, improving the nulls? Or is it 4, it increases signal strength by providing a better match to the feed line? Okay, question again. What is an advantage of placing a grounded electrostatic shield around a small loop direction finding antenna? Let's go with A, B, C, or D. First one in with the right answer gets some applause like this. And at that time, too, Larry gets to drink water. Let's check your answers. By the way, Dan Burdization, welcome. Good to have you. Thanks for coming to the show. I appreciate you being here. Dan is first one in. He has B. It eliminates tracking errors caused by out-of-band signals, and that would not be it. Sorry, my friend. And Charlie, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for coming, buddy. No matter how long you stay, thank you. Anton in Holland, Papa Charlie 4 Alpha Delta. It increases signal strength by providing a better match to the feed line. That sounds plausible. It's not the answer, though. Next up, Dan changes to C. It eliminates unbalanced capacitive coupling to the surroundings, improving the nulls. And believe it or not, the second guess was right. Well done. Yep. Nice work, Dan. Well done, Nate. That's good. He also answered A and I don't know, but he got it right. That's all that matters. Okay, next question on the amateur extra. Make it light. It's got to be a little bit light and fun. Otherwise, it's just boring. So let's get the next one up. All right, which of the following describes how the loading and tuning capacitors are to be adjusted when using a vacuum tube RF power amplifier that employs a pi network output circuit? The answer to this is the tuning capacitor is adjusted for minimum plate current, and the loading capacitor is adjusted for maximum permissible plate current. Of all of these, and these can be very confusing, they really can. Remember, the tuning capacitor is adjusted for minimum, and the loading capacitor is adjusted for maximum permissible plate current. Remember that. That's very important. Maximum permissible. Notice the other ones say allowable except for number 1, okay? But it says minimum plate permissible current. Remember the answer on this one. The tuning capacitor adjusts for minimum. The loading capacitor adjusted for maximum permissible plate current. You'll have it right every time. All right, next question. What is the bandwidth of a 4800 hertz frequency shift 9600 baud ASCII FM transmission? Is it 5.76 kilohertz, 9.6 kilohertz, 4.8 kilohertz, or 15.36 kilohertz? If you get this one, go for the 15.36. You answer it there, you'll have it correct. Remember that on the Amateur Extra. Okay, next. What must be posted at the station of, look at this, what must be posted at the station location of a station being operated by a telecommand on or within 50 kilometers of the Earth's surface? Now, this is one of those like $60 questions that really makes it hard to figure out what they really want, okay? What they're doing is they're making this simply easy, okay? But it doesn't sound so much. The 4 answers given: a photocopy of the station license. Number 2, a label with the name, address, and telephone number of the station licensee. 3, a label with the name, address, and telephone number of the control operator. Or all of these choices are correct. In this case, it's everything is correct, believe it or not. They all are, yeah. You have to have a photocopy of the license, a label with the name, address, and telephone number of the station licensee. Remember, this is a telecommand station, okay? It's being operated by telecommand. Third one, a label with the name, address, and telephone number of the control op. That has to be there. So therefore, all 3 answers are correct on this question. Okay, next. Which materials are commonly used as a core in an inductor? Okay, on this one, take a look at what's there. Teflon and Delrin, no. Cobalt and aluminum, nope, not there. Polystyrene and polyethylene, neither are metal, you wouldn't use it. Fourth, ferrite and brass, they're both metals, and that's what you would use. Remember, you're looking for a core for an inductor. It needs to be metal. So of these 4, you might think Teflon and Delrin. No, that isn't it. Ferrite and brass. Remember, ferrite beads or ferrite cores, and that will help you to be able to get this question right. Okay, we're almost done. This is, again, the Amateur Extra questions and answers. Last 2, here we go. Which of the following describes a receiving filter's ability to reject signals occupying an adjacent channel? I'd like to show you this practically, okay? So we're going to go to the radio, and I'm going to show you in terms of the filters, and we'll just get this on the screen. All right, if you take a look at the right side, okay, you're going to see sharp, soft, and shape set, okay? That's what you're going to see. And so this is actually how this works. It really is. So when you get to this question and it asks which of the following describes remember, we're talking about a receiving filter and its ability to reject signals occupying an adjacent channel. The answer really is the shape of the filter. Okay, notice it's soft, and let's go to the audio. Get the noise reduction off. All right. Now listen as we change it. You hear everything in the background changes? I think practical examples help a lot when you do the test. And that's really the answer. It's the shape factor of the filter. That's all it is. So when you're talking about which of the following describes a receiving filter's ability to reject signals occupying an adjacent channel, it has to do with shape factor. Okay, for example, my Yaesu FTDX 5000 has Chebyshev filters in it, right? It's a great filter, it really is. And it will help with shape factoring out of bounds signals. Very, very good. Chebyshevs are very good. Other filters are made that are very good as well. And it's a shape filter of the filter that helps to reject those out of band or adjacent signals, someone right next to the signal you're working. Okay. Last question. What occurs when an excessive amount of energy let me repeat this. What occurs when an excessive amount of energy reaches a mixer circuit? Okay. Here's the answers that they give you. Number one, spurious mixer products are generated. That's true. Second one, a beat frequency is generated. That's not true. You've got an excessive amount of signal in there. You're not going to get a beat frequency. Number three, mixer blanking occurs. That's like way out of left field. Number four, automatic limiting occurs. That sounds plausible, but it's not the right answer. The answer is spurious mixer products are generated. That's what happens when an excessive amount of signal energy reaches a mixer circuit. If you answer it that way, you'll have it correct. All right. Thanks to HemTest Online for powering HemBytes today. We worked on the Amateur Extra license. They have a 100% money-back guarantee. If you take the test and fail it, they're that convinced that you'll pass a test. And trust me, I went from 0 to extra in one sitting using them. Find them online at www.hemtestonline.com. They are excellent what they do, and they will help you get your amateur radio license of your dreams. Yes, they will. Great company. And we're working on getting them to the channel. We really are. We're working on getting them here so they can talk about their product and explain why it will, why it works and how it helps you. Man, it's fantastic. If you have questions, like what's good about it, it's like you're learning about the syllabus, right? You're learning the syllabus, and then they'll just kind of give you a little practice test of what you've already went over. And then you continue through the syllabus, another practice test, and then they can automatically tell when you're struggling in certain areas. And they will help you, not by continuing to give you the same questions, but by helping to explain it even further. HemTest Online is phenomenal, really is. All right, let's go all the way to the UK. A great video was done by Chris, Digital Analog Ham. His call sign 2 Echo 0 Union Kilo Hotel. Now, what's cool about this is not only the antenna he's using, but how far away it worked. Take a look at this incredible video. Thanks to Chris, Digital Analog Ham. I'll have a link to his YouTube channel in the description below.
Two Echo 0 Uniform Kilo Hotel QRP. 2 Echo 0 Uniform Kilo Hotel QRP.
2 Echo 0 Uniform Kilo Hotel QRP, you're 53?
Yes, thank you. You're about 5'7". You were 5 and 9. By the way, I'm on a Wonderloop antenna indoors in the UK.
Thank you for 57 and congratulations for your QRP. 280 UK8 QRP India Zulu 2 Zulu Sierra Foxtrot QRO 500 watt. Ciao 73.
Thanks a lot. You're now 5'9" plus 10. Cheers.
Thank you. Ciao. QZDX, any other station from stateside?
So that's the Wonderloop on the Yaesu FTDX 10. And yeah, it really is on there.
Look at
And it's
that.
indoors next to a metal radiator with metal, I think they're metal blinds, you know.
Mind officially blown. Yes, that was okay. So here's the level of difficulty. Indoor antenna, loop, small, QRP, Great Britain to Italy. Phenomenal call by Chris. Unbelievable. Phenomenal call. Meanwhile, he's running 500 watts the other way, and you can hear the guy kind of going, I'm at 500 watts on my end. Yeah, 500, great. Yorkshire QRP. Yeah, and Chris makes the call. QRP with an indoor antenna, phenomenal. Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, and this is great. Look at Anton, QRP against half a kilowatt, exactly. And Scholar Dog explaining that he lives inside a Faraday cage. We're sorry about that.
I'm a unitard.
Sorry, Scholar. Sorry. I was just waiting for somebody to put something up there like that so I could play that little Ralph bit. Love that. Steve, there you go. 2 Echo Zero, X-Ray Sierra Hotel with awesome. Good work, Chris. Thank you for your video. Again, I'll have a YouTube link for him down below. A great YouTube channel and a person who really cares about his viewers. That is Chris, 2 Echo Zero, Union Kilo Hotel, all the way from Great Britain. Thank you, buddy. That's good stuff. Hey, folks, you know what's fun? The POTA Awards coming up this weekend. I don't know if you know this. Yeah, Parks on the Air. And there's our Mike, our Mike from here. This is cool. Kilo Golf to Mike. That's him on the left. And he may get an award. Look at this. Parks on the Air. The Parks on the Air Award Show coming up on YouTube on the 15th of this month. Now, that's going to be at 0 UTC. But if you're in the States or in Canada, right, or if you're in Mexico or South America, this is how it works, okay? The show will then be on the 14th of August, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific. So join them on the 14th here in the States and Canada and Mexico and South America. And if you're in Europe, remember, it's at 0 UTC on the 15th for Parks on the Air Awards of 2022. That is so cool. I am so excited about that. Please join them for that. Also, please join us Saturday, August 27th, 1900 UTC. Meet Carlos, Kilo Delta 9, Oscar, Lima, November. He's going to be talking about parachute mobile, jumping out of airplanes, and perfectly good that I understand at least, and making calls all the way down.
You're way off. I say you're way off this time, son.
No, he really does. He makes calls all the way down. Kilo Delta 9, Oscar, Lima, November. He's going to talk about all the calls he's made and how many and what bands he uses and how many jumps he makes. I am so honored he's coming. Please join us on August 27th, 1900 UTC. Remember, that's in the States here at least, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone, 8 p.m. in London. Also coming up on September 3rd, Gary Pierce from Ham Radio Now. Yes, and that is cool. This is going to be such a cool show. Please join us September 3rd, this noon Pacific, 3 p.m. in the East, 8 p.m. London. Gary Pierce from Ham Radio Now. I am so honored he's coming. We're going to have a ball with Gary. Then on September 9th, that's a Friday show here in the States at 23 UTC, Hayden from Ham Radio DX here on YouTube. Now, for just time references, okay, that'll be 4 p.m. here in the Pacific Time Zone, 7 p.m. if you're in the Eastern Time Zone of North America, 2300 UTC from Ham Radio DX, Hayden from Australia going to be joining us. I have a lot of fun with him. We will. We're going to have a ball with him. Excited about that. Don't forget, it's Tell Me Something Good Thursday. Tell me something good that's happened in your life, and we'll do our best to make it part of the show. Let's honor someone from the channel, and this goes back a long, long ways. This really does. I mean, this guy goes back to, I think, show number 60, maybe show number 60. It was that long ago, seriously. And so we're very, very grateful to have a chance to look back on really almost the very beginnings of this channel, and he still watches it from time to time. In fact, he was here yesterday. So let's go ahead and have a little bit of fun and celebrate Jim McCusker. All right. We played this yesterday. It's a lot of fun. Andy, I'm playing a second time because I like the song. Kilo 3, Yankee Oscar. It's James McCusker, and he's in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. He says, a little about me. I've been an amateur operator since July of 2015. My current rigs, Yaesu FT2DR, Yaesu FTM 100 Delta, and a QRP Labs QCX plus 40 meter CW rig. Now, how about that from Jim? That's pretty cool stuff, right? Yes, it is. It's good stuff. So let's take a look at where he's at. He's in Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, and this is where it is. It's a northwest suburb of Philadelphia. Pretty cool, right? And lots of traffic too, I'm sure. Anyway, Jim lives there, and here's where he lives. As you look in the New England area, a little bit of south there, he's right there in the southeastern part of Pennsylvania. And compared to where I am, I always show up with the blue dot. Anyway, the red pin is where Jim McCusker's at. He's been here since about show number 60. Jim McCusker, Kilo 3 Yankee Oscar, came in yesterday, and I'm just grateful he's here still. James, thank you. Man, you think about that for a while. Show number, I think, 60 or 61. When we didn't do any weather, we didn't do anything. We really didn't involve all of you guys as much. And I really want to thank you for coming. This has been a fun show to produce and changed quite a bit. And by the way, we're grateful also to talk about the Parks on the Air Awards because, Mike has a chance to get something from that. And so we really hope you watch this on YouTube. This is going to be an outstanding production. So if you have a chance, please get a chance to watch the show. Okay. Tell me something good Thursday. Put it in the comment section and we will make it part of the show and give you maybe even a little tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
I still love Scotter Dog. This is such a funny comment. I live at a Faraday pH. Steve, amazing what you do with a simple setup. Unbelievable. Good job, Chris. And absolutely it was. Is the one the right? Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. Yes. Johnny, I think you're right. Yeah, the one on the right is Don Izzo. Yep, not fun. And the Wonderloop is rated at 10 watts, so perfect for foundation licensees. And, the guy from Italy, he didn't quite get what Chris was trying to say. He's trying to basically say, look, mate, I'm on an indoor loop antenna. You can't believe how small it is. And I'm contacting all the way to Italy with you. Unbelievable. Andy knew. I've been to Italy, Poland, Sweden, Hungary, and Slovenia on my Wonderloop indoors. It's surprisingly efficient with my G90. That's tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
Nice work. Yep, nice work. Red Summit, it's Charlie in Arizona. I wonder if he uses that manly beard for a little air drag. Oh my goodness. It's funny.
Shut up!
That's awesome. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Thank you, Charlie, for coming and staying for a while from Arizona. That is so fun. It's good to have you here. Oh my goodness, look at this. All the way from Australia. That's our mate Indy.
That's a knife.
Yes, it is. Today I'll be in and out like a groom on his wedding. Larry, I've got a book to load, which is a pain in the fundamental orifice. We're grateful you're here, mate.
In charge. Boss.
Yep.
Head man.
Yep.
Top dog.
Yep.
Big cheese.
Big
Head
cheese.
honcho.
Yes.
Number.
Look at this. Oh boy. Indy, it's great to have you back on the show. Gosh, he's fun. He says, tell me something good. It's TGIF here.
Tell me something good.
It is. It's Friday in Australia. Nice work. That's good. Coming from the UK, but by way of, Ireland, because she's that special, that is Siobhan. Welcome to the show, Siobhan. A very happy Thursday evening to you. I know it's a little late there. Yeah, it's a Beckaruda. Moses from Sweden. I'll tell you something good. I'm in the process of building a Cootie telegraph. We're going to show that. We're going to show that in just a little bit. The picture you have on Discord, we're showing it. He said this out of a steak knife and some wood. Yep. We're going to show it. And Chris says, Larry, I don't want to bore people. Would you like me to do more indoor QRP videos to inspire people? Hey, man, do what you want to do. Seriously, YouTube is such a great place for people to learn about things, and to be really successful at YouTube, right? You do videos of about 8 minutes. That's it. And then you're done. About 8 minutes. And the reason for that is because people they grow up watching television for the most part, right? TV has commercials about every 8 minutes. That is the normal time span for people. So if you watch about an 8-minute video, that's great. So produce it about that and you should do good. I think it was a great video and you do it right on par, Chris. You do. Yep. And that's why this channel will never probably be big. It's because it's a talk show live about radio with all of you around the world. It goes a lot longer than 8 minutes. It really does. we have some fun trivia for you. I hope you enjoy it. I really do. And I mean, it'll be fun too. Anton, I guess that would be an awesome idea, Chris, doing more with less power. We might have to reduce power usage anyways. Wine in from Africa is something good. I'm here, Larry, and we are alive and well. And my friends are here, and my station is finally getting better.
Tell me something good.
That's good wine. Give him a yay. Thank you. That's cool. Siobhan, tell you something good. My uncle is putting up my Step by Our Monster IR. She had the Monster IR Yagi this weekend. That's a tell me something good.
Tell me something good.
You're going to love that antenna. We're going to have to work together. We're going to make that call. We really will. We'll make that call. Andy says it does help when the receiving station has a huge antenna, of course. Yes, it does. It really does. That's it for sure. Hamrio Dominica, that is Ishmael. Juliet 72, India Mike Sierra. Dominica, just north of Venezuela in the Caribbean. Welcome, mate. Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Chris, Larry, you've hit the nail on the head. He is a high-power mini-contact operator. If he saw my tiny antenna indoors, he'd be absolutely amazed. Yes, no question. No question about that. Let's see. Ishmael's helping his friend set up a 15-meter 2-element Moxon from Virginia. He's in a call with him right now. Well, we're grateful that you came here too, Ishmael. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. All right. Steve in the UK, he says he's got a G90 on 20 watts, was worried he'd struggle, but he's had great fun. Videos like yours would have helped me to get in the hobby. That's a nice comment, Chris.
Tell me something good.
Take it and run with that. Seriously. Moderators are on top of things, right? Take care of business. I know you are. Jim from Walnut Creek, California. Whiskey 6, Julie, India Mike. Changing the emoji again. Looking good. Good to see you, Jim. Thanks for coming. All right. Here we go, guys. We're going to have a little fun here. And we're gonna do some trivia. We're going to do 3 questions. 2 are going to be radio related. 1 will not be. I hope you like the one that's not. If you don't like that part, you can tell me, okay? You're not going to break my heart. Let's go up to the upstairs crow's nest. See how the angry hams feel about this here show today on Ham Radio Live.
Now, wait just a minute. That's the second time tonight they've used a bomb joke.
Three's a charm.
All right, question number 1, and it is tie score 10-10. The world and North America locked in a fierce battle in August. Amateurs who homebrewed their early crystal, keep in mind, listen what it says, homebrewed their own early crystal set receivers used which of the following household items? A, safety pins. B, breakfast box cereals. Okay, so breakfast cereal boxes. C, salt boxes. Or D, all of the above. Okay, so amateurs in the olden days who homebrewed their own early crystal set receivers used which of the following household items? A is safety pins. B, breakfast cereal boxes. C is salt boxes. D is all the above. First one to get the right answer for their continent wins. Good luck. I still have that song in my head. Ba, 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 ba. Thank you for that, Andrew. And yes, I'm calling you Andrew right now because it's in my head for 2 days. It's a funny song. Mike is here. Hi, Mike. Kilo Golf 2, Mike. And he may win. He may win the Park on the Air Awards. He might win something. That'd be so cool. I'd be so happy if you did, Mike. Okay. All right, so Mike answers with D, all of the above. North America gets 5 more and takes the lead. Good work, Mike. Yeah, they used everything. They did. Yeah, and the reason for this is because they had to be ingenious. Most people didn't have a lot of money in the early days of radio. And so they would make crystal set receivers and they would, literally take whatever they had household and build it that way. So yeah, whatever they had available. Mike, thank you. You're correct. Just right after him from Holland is Anton. Aaron Lutz got it right from Canada. Victor Echo 5 Lima Golf. Sorry about that. Stian Bjørsvik got it right as well. Andy New in the UK got it. Wynan got it. And Cliff Bolts comes in, and he comes in with a letter X. Yeah! We'll just go with that. Andy Bronson, probably a daft question, but when setting up rotor and hex beam, when the rotor says pointing north, what part of it is facing north? Is it the part you put the controller cable into? Sorry for being dumb. No. Andy, they will have a little mark on them. They'll have most have like a little triangle, okay? And you put that due north, that face it due north, but you have to calibrate the rotor when you get it. So if you already have the rotor, which I think you get it Monday, right? Calibrate the rotor like on a workbench and make sure it moves all the way it's supposed to. So the controller is actually moving the rotor the right way. But the line on the rotor, on the top of the rotor, needs to line up with the bottom of the rotor where the triangle is. Once those two do, that's due north. From there, you're fine. Yeah. Great question, Andy. Great question. Charlie had D. Cliff had D. Siobhan had A. Dan had D. Don had D. Scott had all had D. Patty with A. And Scott with D. It's almost a song. Andy with B. And Cliff, let's see, Jim with C. And Siobhan said, I bet it's D, but I'm going to go with A. There you go.
Thank you.
Yep, that works out fine. All right, Andy, welcome. Second question of 3 today, and you'll love the third one. All right. Which assassinated Indian prime minister was an amateur radio operator, right? Was this A, Mahatma Gandhi, B, Jawaharlal Nehru, C, Rajiv Gandhi, or D, Narasimha Rao? Think about this. Which assassinated Indian prime minister was an amateur radio operator? And I probably have a few pronunciation issues here. Please forgive me. A is Mahatma Gandhi. B is Jawaharlal Nehru. Number C, letter C, Rajiv Gandhi. D is Narasimha Rao. A, B, C, or D? North America is in the lead by 5. Good luck, everybody. I can't stop singing that stupid song in my head. Andy, darn it. Ba, 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 ba. Aaron Lutz, first one in. Victor Echo 5 Lima Golf. That's his new call sign. Answers A, Mahatma Gandhi. Close, but not it. Anton in Holland, Papa Charlie 4 Alpha Delta with C, Rajiv Gandhi. The world has just caught up again. Look at that. Yep, Rajiv Gandhi. Yep, that was it. And Mike, look at this. Mike comes in right afterwards. Kilo Golf 2 Mike in Jacksonville, Florida. C, complete guess. And you were right. Good job, Mike. Andy Kelly, 2 Echo 0 Romeo Echo Echo had C. Winan with B. Kevin in Ireland with A. Charlie in Arizona with C. Dan Brzezina, you got B. Man, you guys all did very well here. Andy Bronson with D. Patty Roach as well with B. Siobhan got it correct. Winan guesses and Kevin gets a C. Look at this, guys. Did very, very well. Yeah. And Siobhan says Mahatma is a horrific like your eminence. Honorific. Pardon me. Please forgive me. Mahatma is honorific like your eminence. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Andy also with B. Mike, I answered today's question up above, Larry. You did? Well, look for it, Mike. I thought I got it right. I thought I said, if I didn't say yours, Mike, I'm very sorry. Let me look here. All right, here we go. Hello, Larry and all. I'm sorry I'm late. Something good. I got my Messi and Poloni cable for Parks on the Air.
Tell me something good.
There you go, Mike. Thank you. John Deere in Monmouth, Oregon. I'd like to see what others are doing. I then have the option to do similar or not. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. All right. We've got a third trivia question. And today it's going to be a little different. We've never done this before. If you like it, tell me. If you don't, it's okay. Tell me that too. I'm good with it. I want the show to be fun for everybody. So the number 3 question is not going to be about radio. It's going to be about pop culture. Here it is. 1985 trivia. Which 1985 movie was the top box office movie in 1985? Was it A, Beverly Hills Cop? Was it B, The Goonies? That was a fun movie. I love that one. Was it C, Rambo First Blood Part 2? Now, how could that be First Blood Part? It should be Second Blood, right? Anyway. Okay. Or was it 4, Back to the Future Part 1, the very first Back to the Future movie? A, B, C, or D? We're going to break the tie. First one in with the right answer gets it. Good luck. Little pop culture fun. Why not? Why not? Mike, first one. Oh, yeah, and Siobhan, thank you. I like trivia, so more trivia. There's good. That's good to know.
There's good news tonight.
Kilo Golf 2, Mike, first one in. Beverly Hills Cop. You know what? That is so close. Mike, it's so close. And in 1985, okay, in the end of 85, it had the lead at that point, but it didn't finish that way. You're so close. Aaron Lutz with A, that's not it. Charlie Red Summit, The Goonies, no. Andy New, and I had this all ready to go, and I didn't play the music. That's just not right. You got to play 1985 if you know 1985 trivia, right? Okay, so anyway, Charlie in Arizona had 2. Andy New in the UK had the number 4, Back to the Future. That's part 1 with Michael J. Fox. And you know what? He's right. Well done, Andy. Yes. It was number 1. And look how close it was to Beverly Hills Cop. Now, total gross, okay, for 1985, excuse me, it outgrossed Back to the Future. But overall, it came in number 1, and it was in fewer theaters too. Look at that. 2006 theaters for Beverly Hills Cop, 1,550 theaters, so only 1,550 theaters in the U.S. carried Back to the Future, and it outgrossed Beverly Hills Cop. Unbelievable. And take a look at Rocky IV. Rocky IV was in 2,254 theaters in the U.S. Unbelievable. Yep, that's number 1, Back to the Future. Congratulations to Andy New for getting that one right. That's pretty cool. And take a look. Here we go. If you continue on, Goonies was actually number 7. So that's how it all played out. Yeah, first was Back to the Future, and just behind it, Beverly Hills Cop. And then third place was Rambo, First Blood Part 2. And again, how could it be First Blood Part 2? It should be Second Blood. Yeah. And so there you go. There's a little movie and pop trivia for you, all the way back from 1985. It's a fun song. You know, it's neat. 1985 is Bowling for Soup. Love this song. A lot of fun. All right, don't forget, today's a Tell Me Something Good Thursday. Put it in the comment section. We'll put it part of the show and give you one of these.
Tell me something good.
All right. We're going to pop over quickly to our Discord channel. Our Discord channel can be found at ham-radio-live. It's a fun place. A lot of people are there. It's a really neat community. And I'm honored for the people who come. Really am. First of all, this is my very favorite one right there. Look at this. This is so flipping awesome. That is Anders, and he's written by hand on top. Sig Hansen. Oh my gosh. It's awesome. And then take a look. Okay. There he sends that to. There's Sig Hansen. That's the Captain of Northwestern on Deadliest Catch. I said, you look like him. You could be his cousin, or maybe his, we don't want to say his son. He doesn't know about, but man, you never know. Could be, right? There they are. And you know what? You're a good sport, Anders. Thank you. And then look at this. Ron Walensky in Monroe, Washington comes out. His call sign, November 8, Whiskey Charlie Romeo. And he says, well, I think he looks like Felix Rosenquist, which is really cool. I think it's fantastic. So, you know what? I really do. I want to thank you for that, Ron. That's pretty cool. All right, Moses, here it is. Here is the Cootie Telegraph I'm building. I was inspired by this by a YouTube channel. Look at this. He's got a steak knife there. He's built up a little 2x4. He's made himself a nice little key. That's pretty darn cool, isn't it? I think so. So Moses, again, fantastic work. Is great. That's really ingenious, right? I think it is. I think it's really, really good. I think it's really good. So, all right, here's another one we got to get to here real quick before we get to that. Dan Burt, he's brand new to our Discord community. This is great. This is my project. I'm making a 7610 and an ID 5100 portable with a custom frame that fits in a Pelican Vault 600 case. Also includes a power supply for charging the batteries off mains and 12 18 amp batteries. He's got the batteries. He's got the radios. He's got all set up. Man, Danbert, this is really sweet, man. Thank you. And here's Anders in Norway, just kind of chilling out. Lima Bravo 3 Bravo Juliet, best friend. That's his kitty cat. Look at that. Avery, bless her heart, is cute cat. Isn't that nice? We all have lives. It's good. All right. By the way, did you know you can get your own shortwave call sign? If you don't know how to do it, this is good. Dwight Hitchens talked to me about this, and you can do this. You just go to www.swarl.org. Okay? That's where you go. www.swarl.org, and you go through some pages that look like this. Okay? So I put my information in. So, they have operational call sign, all that stuff for hams, I guess. And then, where you live and all that stuff. It's really simple and it's free to do. And you get to the final section. Application's been sent. Processing time can take up to 3 weeks. And they give you your own call sign. Look at that. That's so cool. And this is Dwight Hitchens right here. He's Whiskey Alpha 4532 SWL. Dwight, thank you for sending this into the show. That is fantastic. Love that. That's pretty fun. Meh. I think so. Dwight, thank you for sending it. Thanks to all of you for sending stuff too. And don't forget, please, send your funnies for me for tomorrow's show. That'll be a fun show. Funnies at Discord. We have a hashtag funnies page. So just put it right there and we'll make it part of the show. That'll be fun. Welcome, Nikolai, all the way from Romania. Yankee Oscar 8, November India Kilo to the show. He has joined the fray, so to speak. Steve says, I remember BTTF was set in 1955, 85, and 2015. That's great. That's great. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, and Ron, Back to the Future almost broke E.T. in total sales. Exactly right. Yep. What was interesting about Back to the Future? And we should do, and if you like the pop trivia, we'll do that. We'll add to the show. But what's interesting about that was that number 2 was, I don't know if it was better or not. It was as good. And number 3, basically the same. It just really, Steven Spielberg was so solid. And those were such great movies. Robert Zemeckis and the crew they had that they made that movie. Even today, it's a classic movie. Yeah, you're right, Ron. It's really cool. And Patty Roach, 2 Echo Zero. This is good. 2 Echo Zero, Tango Whiskey Delta. Cocoon was great. That was a really neat movie, too. I agree. Yeah. And Siobhan, Goonies never die. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That's true. And they filmed that close to where I live. It's in Astoria, Oregon, and Cannon Beach, Oregon, a little bit south. Those kids would never have rode their bikes that far in a million years with their mother knowing it. Never. I mean, that's a long, long bike ride, but it's really cool. It's kind of a kid story about being kids. I totally agree with you, Siobhan. Then thank you for adding that. That's cool. Goonies never die. Yeah. Andy Bronson talking about Love Rocky. Yeah, that was Rocky 4 back then. So he was in Rambo and Rocky 4. And he did a lot of his own stunts. Guy was amazing. Mike, that was cool. I vote to keep the extra trivia. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Charlie Red Summit. But this is our time down here. Yeah, remember that? When little kid, they're in Goonies, right? They were in the well. They saw the well and the guys up top. They were going to lift them up. And that's when the young kid says, hey, but this is our time down here. And they found the treasure. Pretty cool. Yeah. Anton in Holland. Look at this. This is how big, even though it wasn't like number 1, it was number 7. Look at the impact the Goonies made on people, even today. Anton in Holland, Papa Charlie 4 Alpha Delta. Goonies is fun. From this list of 4, out would be my favorite. That's really cool. I had a fun movie. It's about being a kid again, right? Yeah, that was fun. Just remember being a kid. Anton then says, TMSG, tomorrow is my last day for work before holiday. There you go. Sounds good. Moses says, you have that Swedish pronunciation with you, Larry. You pronounce Felix Rosenqvist very good. Thank you. The first time I blew it, but thank you. I'm part Danish. We'll see. John Deere, great picture of a homebrew key. Thank you. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really, really neat what he made. Look at this. Isn't that cool? And I couldn't help but see, Moses, the Schweppes Indian tonic in the background. See that? I'd never heard of that. Schweppes Indian Tonic. That's very cool. Nikolai made a lot of friends say at the summer school at my university. The students we are working with are wonderful. That's great, Nikolai. That's so cool. Good for you, man. Seriously, make friends. It's a good time in your life. Moses, thank you for featuring on the show, Larry. So well as a thank you to Charlie, Andy, and Patty. It's a really cool thing, Matt. Really is. I loved it. Really did. And thank you, Patty. I thought that'd be fun to do a little trivia like that. Thank you. Charlie, I thought in the USA you use your name as a call sign. An example, C. Brown. Interesting. That's true. Be cool. Yeah. Andy, Larry, reckon we could do a general knowledge quiz night with sports, film, etc. included. There you go. That'd be fun. He's about for shortwave. No, actually, isn't that weird? Charlie, I didn't know this. I didn't know how they did it. Yeah, but Dwight sent it to me, and that's what you do. So I filled it out. I was like, why not? What can happen? Right? They're going to reject it? Okay, well, I don't have one now. What in the heck have I lost? Andy says, did that third question count towards the score? Yes, it did. Congratulations. Yes. Yes, it did. Stan Bjorstrik, the movies Contact and Frequency are great for hymns. Contact and Frequency, both movies, excellent. Yes, yes. And there, yeah, Slick Shoes. Yes, Slick Shoes. He was the funniest dude in that movie in the Goonies. She's talking about the little guy that had the inventions. He was awesome. Yeah, and then Sam pulls in as well. Booty trap. That's awesome. Scott in North Boston, New York. All three movies are great, and most movies second are duds. And that's funny, right? He's talking about all three of Back to the Futures. Those were great. The Indiana Jones franchise was good too, I think. They did a good job with that. Yeah. Steve says, I can go with the gin and tonic right now. I imagine. Yeah, sure, a lot of people have. And Moses says, yes, I love that drink. Yep, I hope so. It's on your table there. And wine and a moonshine. Need to see me some more of that. Don, by the way, this is good. I get QSL cards from shortwave listeners in Germany quite often, even on FT8. That's cool. That's cool. That is really cool. Siobhan loved Contact, and that was a good movie. Guys, I gotta be really honest with you. My voice, you can hear scratchy. It's still not 100%, but I did want to do a show today, and I'm sure glad I did because I had a ball with you guys, really did. Let's take a look quickly at the radio, and we'll give you an idea here, at least from Oregon, what the conditions are like. So let me go ahead and just kind of get out of this screen for you.
WHCOP from WRMG.
It's a little cute. It sounds like a little DX here on 17.
Her best girlfriend from high school, her and her husband moved from Jackson to Fort Wayne, and that's how I got my introduction to ham radio. My Uncle Lou, as I called him.
Sorry, I'm a little rag chew there, and check 15 real quick. 15 starting to wake up. Kind of see it starting to make a little noise. That's good. Might get to 15 today. Current conditions don't show that, and certainly 10. Yeah, not there. Just not there right now for 10 meters. But hang in there because better days are ahead. You know, just because we aren't getting 10 now doesn't mean it's gone forever. We'll get 10. It's amazing, isn't it? It's just been phenomenal how, like, you know, Australia and, you know, part of New Zealand has had 10 meters most of their winter, right? And here in the summer where we are, tons of ionization, decent SFIs, but no 10 meters. It's been an interesting summer, hasn't it? Folks, we want to help you get your amateur radio license, really do. Contact a big club like the Radio Society of Great Britain. They are really good at what they do at www.rsgb.org. Great folks, and they will help you get licensed. Just tell them you want your license and where you're from, and they will do the rest. www.rsgb.org. Folks, my name's Larry. My call sign, amateur radio, is Kilo 7 Hotel November. My voice is going, you can tell. That's why I'm not going to make calls right now. God bless you wherever you may be. I don't take this like seriously. I do this for fun. I just appreciate when someone comes and we have a conversation. To have as great a conversation as we have now is just more than I ever thought would happen. I just want to say thanks for that. Thanks as well to the folks who are YouTubers who are here. That is very honoring and very humbling to me. And I just want to tell you from me and my heart, thank you to you. Until we meet again, God bless you. We'll see you soon on Ham Radio Live. Goodbye, everybody.
Първа програма завършва. Драги зрители, разделяме се с вас пожелания за добро настроение и успехи през новата седмица. Лека нощ!
By the way, what you're watching is a sign-up from Bulgaria during the Cold War. Wherever you are in this great world, God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching Ham Radio Live.
Has this ever happened to you? From today, dialing 999 won't get you the emergency services. And that's not the only thing that's changing. Nicer ambulances, faster response times, and better-looking drivers mean they're not just the emergency services, they're your emergency services. So, remember the new number. That's...
I've had a bit of a tumble.
Well, that's easy to remember. 0118 999 88199 9119 725 3.
They found out where we was.